Carl, a defeat at home tonight. I mean, first things first, what's your immediate assessment on the game itself?
The game, we tried an approach where we wanted to be more positive, tried to make the game more expansive and open, and tried to. We wanted that to benefit us from an attacking point of view. But we know, when you look at the speed and the physicality of Braintree in moments, we just struggle to deal with it. So we're trying to find different ways. We went to Rochdale to try and be more compact and try not to be exposed to situations like we were tonight. But unfortunately, we didn't really lay a glove on Rochdale in that game. So then, we try a different approach to try and get after them, and I think the willingness from the players was there, but the capability physically to deal with runners and be really strong in duels, we just weren't. So yeah, I think it was quite obvious the way the game panned out, and obviously wasn't in our favour.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of obviously going into half-time ahead, and the second half, obviously Braintree get a few, which turns the tide in that sense. But what do you feel like really went against you in the second half that ended up turning the scoreline in their favour? Well,
it's when you concede. I think confidence is obviously a huge thing in football, and it's not a confident group at the moment. I think that's obvious. Consecutive defeats. We're in a disappointing moment, and as much as you try and encourage and you want a strong mentality and you want them to be together, unfortunately when those moments of adversity come, the reaction isn't suitable. It isn't a one that gives you inspiration to go on and win the game, and that comes with a lack of confidence and a lack of belief. So it's really difficult at the moment. I think everyone can see that. The only thing you can do, is like I've said it before, is just to try and remain positive and try and pick the players up and get them in the best possible shape to go in and get results. We know it's difficult at the moment, and that's the reality of the situation, and we just have to keep positive. And I know I've said that before, but it really is the only approach.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the confidence side of things there. Obviously, when you're in a tough period, I suppose that's going to be the main thing in terms of for the players to try and overcome, even within themselves on that front. Obviously, you've not got a lot of time before you are playing again on Saturday. So really now, what is the aim in terms of obviously trying to turn things around to try and get a result on Saturday now from that point?
Same again, you just got to analyse it quickly, reset, and just try and pump as much confidence in them as possible. There was moments in the first half that were encouraging, so you've just got to focus on the positives and try and replicate that as much as you can. But we're not daft, the players aren't daft. It's a tough moment, and this is where you really need characters to step up, and we need to try and encourage that character and the personality in the players to come out in them as best they possibly can. I felt like before the game, the preparation and the way they were going into the game, it was good. It's all we could do. It's the best we can do with them and get them in a positive mindset, which they were before going out onto the pitch. But then as the game unfolds and our vulnerabilities are shown at the moment, then they sort of slip back into default. So we have to really focus on just the character and personality and try and, like I say, psychologically get them back into a space where they can try and compete and get 3 points.